I'm going to give a little intro because the content I want to discuss today, I actually probably have a lot to say, but I want to try to not ramble too much, okay? The clouds. The sun's being covered. It's upsetting, but it's still a very beautiful day. Alright, so what I will be discussing today in today's content is that of labels, how I feel about labels and what labels I identify with and how they help me pursue the life I want to lead and how they just benefit me and my own growth. Yeah, so please stay tuned and enjoy.
And actually it was right over there.
Okay.
And 3 Christian, 1 girl and 2 guys from Côte d'Ivoire Christian Asian church stop in front of me as I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And they say very tentatively, "Are you homeless?" And what he meant to say, "Do you want some food?"
Okay.
And afterwards, I could have said, "The next time you meet someone, just say, 'Are you hungry?'" And I say, "No, I'm not." I said, "No, I'm not homeless. I'm itinerant." Just a fancy word, you know. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's less derogatory."
Okay.
And that's the label story of the week.
The label story of the week. I like that.
They had food and I took it, and it was good.
Hey, what I'm going to be talking about right now is the issue or just the reality of labels. Because quite frankly, having labels, adopting a label, it's reality. It's just reality. It's inevitable. We all stereotype. I stereotype. I can say on my high horse, like, oh, I don't judge people, but that would be a lie. Because we all stereotype. And we need a stereotype because it makes sense to our mental maps. It makes sense to our understanding of the world. It's so easy to classify things because you ultimately, it saves you the trouble of having to think too much. So it's convenient. Stereotyping is convenient. It doesn't have to be negative. There's a lot of stigma associated with certain labels. I'll probably address that to you if I don't forget. Sorry if this video ends up a bit shaky. It's it's nearly 4 in the morning. I've been going on adventures this whole time because I missed the last metro to get back to the West Island, and it's pretty cold. And I gave my scarf to Steven. I gave my scarf to Steven, who's the man in this video. I don't know when I'm gonna put him in. So Steven, you may have already seen him, or you will be seeing him. So I asked Steven about labels, and he gave his little story. I really appreciate that. I spoke to him for a while, and my conversation with Steven is actually very, 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 very relevant. I'm going to give a little insight. I tried to film this video much earlier today when the sun was still out. However, I wasn't really feeling it. Here I am, I want to advocate this label that I do have, the label of, well, I'll talk about it after, but it didn't work out because it was early in the day and I had yet to even address or fully identify with that label. And that is the label of being someone, this is my label, being a person who seeks out novel experiences. Being a person who likes to try new things. Being a person who genuinely likes to meet new people. I have purposely brainwashed myself into adopting, I think someone's hollering at me, but fuck that. I don't even know. I'm just a West Island girl. Leave me alone. There's a label. So yeah, I've truly brainwashed myself into adopting this label of being a people person and just basically basically my label, because it's hard not to have a label. I don't care, people look at me and they're like stoner, or they say things like, my friends are like lesbian, they'll say these things. That's cool, it helps them like understand me, okay? But truly what I would call myself, my label is just universal person. Like, I'm just fucking universal. And especially tonight, this is just an example. The novel experience, for instance, I miss the metro, and I have the option to go back to my friend's house where I was, who's really close to the metro, coop up there, be warm and be safe, and wake up tomorrow and have breakfast. Or I could be this fiend for novel experiences, new experiences, and just trek into the city and see what happens. And I met so many people tonight. I met so many people. I took a chance. I tried new things. And that's when my iPod died. Wow. Yeah. It's been an eventful day. It all has to do with this whole concept of being a universal being. And that's why I say that people perceive me as a stoner. I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not. But yeah, I say things like that. That's cool. I think it's cool. So I'm here. I don't even know what time it is. It's 7:20. I wanted to catch the sunrise because I figured, why not? I only got home at 5, and why not just fuck it? You know, just fuck it. Just do it. So I had a it's too bad that video cut out, because I got so into that. I was having such a good time. I was being really rowdy and still remaining linear in my thoughts. You know, it happens. I actually once filmed a video for this where the hold was on my iPod, so when I clicked record, no, I spoke to nothing for 10 minutes. It happens. So I'm not gonna go into how I was building into this whole thing, and I'll just explain this universal label that I identify with, that allows me to maximize on opportunities and growth and just being the fucking person I'm so happy to be. Look at me, I'm happy. Look at this. Holy shit! So how it works is that each and every day is a brand new day. It's a very special day. It's remarkable. It has new experiences, new things waiting for me, new things waiting for me to discover. Just like new people to see, new people to meet. All these remarkable things, and it's like the mindset that you would have when you're going on vacation, and it's like, oh well, I'm in a new territory, so I better absorb as much as possible. That's all it is for me every single day of my life. It's like, it's a brand new day, just fucking do it. Like, go and be that person. You're an open book, and you're ready to absorb a limitless amount of information, because I don't have any like sticking labels that put me in this box and say, well, you can't go talk to that person because you just can't. It doesn't work. Or you can't pull an all-nighter because you just can't. It's not who you are. Whoever the fuck that's supposed to be. You just can't. That's what a lot of labels do. They just say to you, like, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't be this way. And that's why, because I said, and it's true, like, labels, they're inevitable, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Just adopt the right ones. Adopt the ones that allow you to just explore and be all that you can be. Just do that for yourself. Just take risks. I'll say that always. Meet new people, no matter who they are. I mean, there's Steven, you know, he's a homeless man. Like, most 18-year-old girls will not spend an hour in the cold talking to this dude. He was fucking cool, man. He was fucking cool. So, and I'm grateful for that. So it's just like, that's all it is. Like, just be willing to not be trapped within that label. And when I say I'm going to be addressing the stigma with labels, like, don't, that's more so like this generalized opinion of this label you may feel you have. Don't feel you have to have that as well. Like, here's the label, and then here's the stigma, like the little tail of bullshit attached to it. Fuck that. Cut the tail. Take the label, cut the tail. For instance, I mean, this is a really like innocent example, but here I am saying I don't want labels, but there's one label I'm proud of and I want to maintain. I'm Irish. I'm Irish. I love it. Irish people are alcoholics. I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life. There's the stigma. I love Irish people regardless of them drinking, whatever. So that's just it. I mean, like, here's a beautiful day. Hopefully this is even in the shot. I can't tell what I'm doing on this. It's a beautiful day. I'm not gonna sleep until tonight. And who knows what the fuck's gonna happen. And that's what makes me so excited about living and about just like everything. Because there's nothing stopping me. There's nothing here stopping me. There's nothing there stopping me. Just like just fucking be the universal person that you are. Okay? Have a beautiful day. By the way, I forgot to do this one thing that I did in my Rowdy video that did not work out, and it was so much fun. And this is for you, Steven, for participating in the things you told me today. Yes, this morning. And this is going to be fun because I'm back in suburbia. You told me of some asshole that was picking on you today, and you've known him for years. Well, guess what? This is for you, and I hope you're watching this, motherfucker. Not Steven. Fuck you, Bob O'Neil! That motherfucker. Fuck Bob O'Neil. Fuck you, Bob O'Neil. Fuck you.